If you plan on catching a flight anytime soon, you'll want to pack a mask. Starting Monday, all air passengers in Canada need to have a non-medical mask to cover their mouth and nose during travel. You'll be required to prove you have it during the boarding process. Otherwise, you won't be allowed on the plane. People traveling on ferries are also being encouraged to wear non-medical masks whenever possible. In the U.S., plans to reopen businesses and restart the economy are going nowhere fast. Officials in many states say they don't have the testing ability needed to let people get back to regular life. And as Jackson Proskow explains, that caused President Donald Trump to lash out.
For all the talk of reopening the U.S. economy, most of America is nowhere close to ready. In South Dakota, more than 600 workers at a meat processing plant have COVID-19. The plant, which handles 5% of U.S. pork, is closed indefinitely. New York has seen more than 600 fatalities in the last day.
We're recommending certain things. They'll be in place dependent on what the governor wants to do.
Thursday, President Donald Trump revealed guidelines for how the states should lift stay-at-home orders, slowly, over time. By Friday, he was lashing out at governors over Twitter, demanding they open up immediately.
He's doing nothing. He said it's up to the states. It's up to the governors, which is what it always was.
Governors and the experts agree the U.S. has fallen short when it comes to COVID-19 testing, warning that makes it impossible to return to regular life.
You do need testing because we need to know what actually is happening in our communities.
The materials needed to conduct the tests remain in short supply. The governors want a national strategy. But Trump has told states to do it by themselves, just days after claiming he himself has absolute authority.
I think the president doesn't want to believe that testing is a problem. And it is a problem, particularly if we want to get the country going again.
Amidst all the back and forth, Americans keep getting sick. The nation's capital, Washington, is quickly emerging as a new hotspot. School has been canceled for the rest of the year. Just as in New York, officials are turning convention centers into field hospitals. Tonight, as the U.S. approaches 700,000 confirmed cases of COVID-19, some local officials are in fact opening things up. In Texas, they're going to allow all retailers to open up to serve customers on a to-go basis. Minnesota is opening golf courses. And in Florida, in Jacksonville, they've opened the beaches, and tonight they're already packed. Robin?
Jackson Proskow in Washington. President Trump's former lawyer is set to be released from jail early because of the pandemic. Michael Cohen will serve the rest of his 3-year sentence at home. He pleaded guilty to several charges, including campaign finance fraud and lying to Congress. China has dramatically raised its death toll in Wuhan, where the new coronavirus was first detected. The number shot up 50% from 1,290 to 3,869. Officials facing claims of a cover-up are blaming incorrect reporting and delays. It's the first time China is publicly admitting fatalities were omitted, including those who died at home. A new United Nations report is sounding the alarm about the devastation COVID-19 could cause in Africa. It shows 300,000 people could die from the virus this year, even under the best-case scenario. With no interventions, Africa could see more than 3 million deaths and over 1 billion people infected with COVID-19. The UN says poverty, crowded urban areas, and widespread health problems make Africa particularly susceptible to the virus. So far, there are more than 18,000 confirmed cases and at least 970 deaths. But the continent is weeks behind Europe in the pandemic. Syria's humanitarian rescue group, the White Helmets, is disinfecting camps where people fleeing conflict are being forced to live with little supplies. In a series of tweets, the White Helmet says its volunteers have started a sterilization program to reach as many internationally displaced residents as it can, with the focus being on virus defense and education. A large number of hospitals were destroyed in raids by the Syrian government and Russia.
A global news special on the COVID-19 pandemic. Coronavirus, the new reality. Sundays at 7 on Global.